Religious or not, almost everyone knows of Genesis. It's the second longest book in the Bible and often said to be the most impactful. The word itself, Genesis, is the Greek for birth, beginnings, and so on. It's also the first book of the Torah, part of the collection known as the Tanakh, so understanding Genesis is an important start to understanding the foundations of the cultures of billions worldwide, so let's get stuck in. What happens in Genesis? Let there be light. God creates the heavens and earth and all creatures. He creates mankind in his own image and gives them stewardship over the world. Adam, the first man, is given free reign over the Garden of Eden. He is only forbidden to eat of the tree of good and evil. Seeing Adam is alone, God creates for him Eve out of his rib. Eve is deceived by a serpent, and both she and Adam eat from the tree. Their innocence is ruined, and both are expelled from Eden. Adam and Eve have children, including Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel make offerings to the Lord, but Cain's offering is rejected, whilst Abel's is accepted. Cain kills Abel, becoming the first murderer. God sends Cain away for this and curses him. We time skip a bit and meet Noah, a descendant of Adam. Mankind's wickedness did not stop with Cain, and in the time of Noah the world was overrun with it. Noah is tasked with building an ark to save himself, a few people, and the earth's animals. God is about to flood the earth and cleanse it. Noah builds an altar once he leaves the ark and finds dry land, and God sends a rainbow as a promise to man that he would never flood the earth like this again. Noah's sons, Ham, Japheth, and Shem, form the nations through their descendants. The people of these nations try to make a singular great city, building in it the Tower of Babel to touch heaven, but God makes it so that the workers can no longer understand each other to complete the project. Descended from Shem is Abram, a Mesopotamian who God blesses with fathering a great nation in the future. Abram trusts the Lord, even though he is old and as yet childless. God makes a covenant with Abram, blesses him, and changes his name to Abraham. Abraham is born a son as promised, Isaac. God tells Abraham to sacrifice this long-awaited son, and as he goes to do it, the Lord stops him just short and rewards him for his devotion. Isaac is spared. Abraham dies, and Isaac has twin sons, Esau and Jacob. As Isaac himself is old and lays dying, Jacob tricks Esau into giving away his blessing to Jacob. Jacob is then blessed by God in his own right. He has 13 children, including one daughter in total, and is called by God to return to the land of Canaan. God changes Jacob's name to Israel. Joseph is his favourite child of all, but Joseph's brothers are jealous and sell him into slavery in Egypt. Joseph makes a name for himself using his God-given gift of interpreting dreams and becomes important to Pharaoh. Joseph's predictions about famine prove to be correct, and his famine-stricken brothers in Canaan eventually come to Egypt for food, and they all reconcile. Woo! A lot happens in this book. Most theologians today will fall into one of three camps when deciding on the value of Genesis. Complete and utter literal interpretations, for instance, believing that Eve really was crafted from Adam's rib. Demythologizing as an approach is an admission that Genesis contains some truth, but that the sheer age of the stories told has led to it being corrupted over the years. People who take the allegorical approach, however, just generally believe that the literal accounts of Genesis are not nearly so important as the spiritual messages behind them. So, that's Genesis in 3 minutes or less. I hope this helps.